Hi guys, just a quick walk around video on my 52-inch Zagnutz flying wing, first wing for me, so this is all experimental. Speaking of experimental, I made this motor mount like Ed from Experimental Airlines, just like a L-shaped piece of metal, held on with 3M extreme packing tape. He's convinced that it holds the heaviest motors that he runs, and I'm pretty confident. I mean, I had it up to just full power hand testing, and it seems to work pretty well. It's the typical build. It's Dollar Tree foam. Coroplast elevons. I could have saved a little weight, I suppose, with those and these Coroplast wingtips, but I figure why not. And inside is the carbon arrow for the main spar, and other than that, just Dollar Tree foam former in there. All the parts and the components are from the deceased RC Powers MiG-29 version 2 that now lives in this 5-gallon pail that maybe I'll be able to do something with someday. But yeah, it's the RC Timer 2826 motor, 40 amp ESC. Let's take a look inside. Batteries upstairs right now. Orange RX. Yeah, we'll be flying this tomorrow, so hopefully there'll be something left that we can still talk about. When I did the glide, the initial glide test with it, and the plan calls for like a CG 8 inches back or 7.5 back, and I had it at like 8, and it just seemed like it was still really kind of nose heavy. So I was moving the battery around, and it's kind of funny. Well, it's funny now, but I was glide testing it over like cat o' nine tails in this swamp, and I tossed it out there, and the thing just took off, and I totally lost it. I mean, and my wife had said, geez, we probably shouldn't be glide testing here in the swamp, and sure enough, I was like knee-deep in swamp looking for the plane. It was like panic, because I had thrown it out there, and I couldn't find it. But anyway, the all-up weight is a little... I'm not sure what the range is supposed to be. The threads and information on this plane are so old, I figured I'd just post, with this one that you guys already have here, instead of starting a new one. But I think it's like around 600 grams. And I do have some heavy stuff in there. It could be lighter, I suppose, but I did see someplace on the internet where a guy was using this exact motor with this plane, and he loved it. He made his out of blue core. A little anxious about the launch. I've watched all the failures of launching. I mean, I guess there's all different ways to do it. Just like this. I was watching this guy launch his FPV loaded Juggernaut, and he just takes it from the back like this. So this is obviously on something that's really well balanced, and just heaves it up into the sky. And then at some point the thing settles down and it gives you throttle, and seems like it might be the way to go. I did make a couple of little changes since the last glide test, so I'm going to be flying this tomorrow. I'll just have to tune the battery up a little bit more. It was funny when I was first putting it together, and I was just going by the plan, trying to get this 8-inch CFG, and the battery was like, all the way in like that. So I noticed, during the glide testing that it just seemed like it was really nose heavy. I put a little EPP bumper in there, and not like that's going to save me. This thing comes down, I'm finished. I probably should have taken Squishy's advice and gone with an EPP wing, but I have this stuff lying around, so why not have some fun with it, right? But yeah, so I was moving the battery back a little, and it seemed like it was gliding a little bit better. It's really, there's not a lot of room for just the slightest little movement on this thing. It really affects the pitch and all that, just in the C or G, I can imagine. But I tried to measure some 5 degrees of reflex on the elevons. That's what everybody's recommending, so I can't tell now because I'm moving them around, but we'll see what happens. Anything else? I don't think there's anything else I wanted to mention. Yeah, it's all just leftover parts from Mr. Mig. God rest his soul. We'll see what happens tomorrow. Hopefully I can take this down again. I'm kind of like thinking, like, you know, maybe it would be nice to have a nice indestructible EPP wing, but guess I'll have to bust this one up first. All right. Wish me luck. Thanks for watching.